Good afternoon, everyone. I actually came home on my lunch break, so I wanted to go ahead and go live and give you some tips on how you can strengthen your core, especially after having any kind of abdominal surgery, especially after a hysterectomy surgery. So one thing that I wanted to tell you also was why it's important to have a strong core, and it can actually improve your quality of life. It can relieve your back pain, it could ease daily activities, prevent injuries, and even improve your balance and stability. But I'm just going to give you just a few tips. I actually wrote a blog that has a lot more information in it, but I want to just give you a few tips of some things that you can do, especially after the first 8 weeks post-op. So to strengthen your core, because if you had any kind of abdominal surgery, the doctor pretty much cut into your muscles, so you have to give your muscles time to heal first and foremost. And if you jump into this too soon, then you can actually possibly cause some internal damage or even opening of your incisions and stuff like that. So it's very important that you follow doctor's orders and wait for the okay to start your fitness again. Which for me, that was very hard to do because I'm like extremely hardcore and very passionate about my fitness and my journey. So, but some of the things that you can do is yoga, very low key stuff as far as yoga, Pilates. That's some of the things that I started out with, which I found, number one, very relaxing. And I found it, that's when I discovered my love for yoga. You can go swimming, even maybe a little bike riding, or even doing a stationary bike at home. But some other things to help you strengthen your core, especially well after 8 weeks, I would say, I wouldn't do anything before 8 weeks, is something called a half plank, where it's not really a full plank where you're up on your feet. You're actually on your knees. You have your knees and your elbows on the floor, and you try to hold that for at least, I would probably start small, maybe 10 seconds, and try to work your way up to 30 seconds, just so you can start getting your muscles back into forming again and getting their strength back. And once you master that, then you can do the full plank. And these are all the tips I'm giving you, are some of the things that I've done just so I can get my start strengthening my muscles. And with the full plank, I would start doing that for 30 seconds and then work your way up to 60 seconds. And then after that, see how long you can hold it for. So now I'm in a competition to see how long I can hold the full plank for. Another really good thing to do at home is using a stability ball. Since it's very unstable, you are forced to use your core and tighten your core so you can stay on the ball, which is something very hard to do, but it's also a very good exercise to use, especially when you're trying to strengthen your core back. And everything that I'm telling you is stuff that you can actually do whether you've had surgery or not. And if you haven't had surgery and you want to six-pack, these are really good exercises to do as well. I would just up the time limit of how long you hold the planks and how many reps you do with the crunches or even single leg lifts on the stability ball. So and the other thing was this, what we call the Superman. So you lay flat on your stomach, and you lift both your arms and your legs up almost into a V shape. So not only does that help with your core, tightening your core as well, but it also helps with your back muscles. And your back muscles is actually, if you build your back muscles, it actually helps protect your spine and gives you a healthier and protects your back as well. So so these are just little fun tips to give you some of the things that I have mastered to help me through, number one, my recovery and trying to get my muscles that have been kind of been many times to nurse that back into health and get the strength back in that. It's not 100%, but I can definitely tell, especially from last night, that my core is starting to get a lot stronger, which is pretty awesome. But one thing, for those who have had abdominal surgery, or if you're coming out of it, just one thing to remember is it's going to be a very slow process. Like I said yesterday, or in my post that I put on Facebook last night or early this morning, I'm officially 9 months post-op. So coming up a year, which is pretty crazy. Can't believe how fast the year has gone by. But it's, like I said, my core is not 100%, but it's definitely improved. So slow process it really has been. So try not to get discouraged, or if you don't see results or improvements right away. It's definitely going to be a work in progress, and just remember, there's no magic pill. You got to work at it. So give your body time, enjoy the process while you're at it. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this really quick video while I'm on lunch break. I hope you all are having a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.